But for now, I have the honor of presenting an Open Door Champion Award to DHCD Undersecretary Jennifer Maddox. You all know Jennifer. She's been the Undersecretary at DHCD since February 24th, 2020. She came into that role having worked at the department for 20 years. She came in eager to support vulnerable households, provide services to thousands of people, fund the creation of new affordable housing, and work with partners to preserve existing affordable housing. Now, as you all know, 2 weeks after she got into that job, the state was shut down due to the pandemic and everything changed. Jennifer and her team delivered hundreds of millions of dollars in rental assistance to help people stay in their homes as the pandemic put their health and their homes at risk. While she was doing this critical work of helping people stay in their homes, she never lost sight of the importance of permanent affordable housing and choices that people should have in where they live. So Jennifer has most recently, Jennifer and her team worked to put new funding out through the Moving to Work Fair Housing Initiative. It's providing critical resources for testing, enforcement, education, and outreach. And as we are working on the advocacy side to increase the amount of rental assistance available to help people afford out of reach rents, Jennifer, your focus on voucher discrimination and discrimination against families with children is vital. I want to thank Jennifer and DHCD for the commitment to fair housing. This commitment, these funds will benefit residents across the Commonwealth, further fair housing, and provide the key support that we need to promote and ensure fair housing for all.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much. This is such an honor, and thank you for making the space to discuss and celebrate fair housing work here in Massachusetts. This award is really for the staff at DHCD who share a goal to provide housing that is safe, affordable, and provides families and individuals with opportunities to succeed. There are a number of ways DHCD supports and pursues fair housing here in Massachusetts. We have incredibly knowledgeable, dedicated staff members in legal, public housing, housing development, and rental assistance, ensuring all the housing we support meets the standard of fair housing. This spans from ensuring public housing agencies abide by local preference rules, fair marketing practices by private affordable housing operators, and proactively working on behalf of Massachusetts residents trying to access housing. Now, this work is not flashy, and over the past 2 years, much of our public focus has been on our eviction diversion initiative. But behind the scenes, the work has not stopped on all the rest. Frankly, we have never been busier and never before had this level of resources to invest. And I want to acknowledge the amazing rental assistance team, which is behind some of the least talked about, but exciting, impactful programs, helping families and individuals access housing. With flexible federal funds, our rental assistance division introduced the SNOMAS program, a mobility program with federal vouchers to find housing in high opportunity regions. I want to thank Kristen Haas, who spearheaded the pilot and rolled this out in every region. And earlier this year, we provided funding for a unique partnership to address one of the most persistent barriers to housing, discrimination against voucher holders in their housing search. In 2020, our colleagues at Suffolk Law put out a report on the astonishingly high levels of discrimination against voucher holders. While we knew how hard it was for households to utilize vouchers, their report put some stark numbers on the table and gave us a springboard for action. Our new Fair Housing Initiative is a real labor of love and was initially spearheaded by our former colleague, Brendan Goodwin, who is now at HUD. Now, fortunately for us, the torch was seamlessly passed to the rest of the team, including Marissa McLean, Tara O'Neill-Rosales, and from our legal department, Margot Leclerc, and Chief Counsel Roberta Rubin, who are our resident fair housing experts. Now, earlier this year, we provided flexible funding to Suffolk Law School, Community Legal Aid, the Massachusetts Fair Housing Center, and South Coast Fair Housing to create a 3-year statewide pilot to address the systemic barriers facing voucher holders. And I am so happy to report that they are off and running, building a team and an office to connect with households across the state and with regional agencies and local housing authorities. Not only will they help households directly, but they will also undertake investigations and enforcement actions against bad actors. I anticipate you will hear more about this new coalition soon, and we are certainly eager to see their progress. This partnership could potentially reach thousands of voucher holders with trainings, information, and support to help them in securing safe, affordable housing. Thank you again for honoring me and DHCD with this recognition. CHAPA continues to be a critical partner for us in nearly everything we do, from fair housing to development and zoning. Thank you for your continued advocacy, support, and when we need it, holding our feet to the fire. Thank you, Rachel Heller, and thank you to Whitney Demetrius for convening such important conversations today.